I'm so thrilled to have Moms Rising and all of your grassroots muscle and passion working right by our side. Because as we've seen again and again through Let's Move, people like you play a vitally important role in helping our kids eat healthier and get the physical activity they need.
When people feel invested, right, and I mean that really in a very literal form, when we start thinking about food in our community as investment, how do we bring better food into our community and become a part of that as stakeholders, whether it's we deciding what kind of businesses come into our community, who starts those businesses, whether we benefit from them, then that's when we really start people to getting to change the way that they eat. If we can get them and keep them from the time that they are toddlers, we've got them for life.
I found out that my 15-year-old son had high blood pressure and high cholesterol. He was over 200 pounds. To me, seeing him every day, he looked fine. When I looked at my family, he resembled them. The way we ate as Spanish, a Puerto Rican family, the way we ate was we filled the plate. You didn't even see the plate. And we were encouraged to eat everything on that plate. On those plates, you would never find any vegetables. You would never find fruits in our home because honestly, I didn't grow up that way. I didn't know. So when I found out that my son had high cholesterol and high blood pressure, I did a complete about face, and it was difficult. I now have another son, and my other son is now 12, and it's as if they grew up with two different parents. My youngest son will eat his vegetables. He'll grab a carrot as a snack, while my oldest, I'm still battling with him. He's now 18 years old, and he's living a much healthier lifestyle. He established some healthy habits, and it was only because we made a change at home. Yes, the schools are important. They're extremely important, but we have to back it up at home. There are ways that we can cook our food that will encourage our children to accept the changes. In helping my kids, I helped myself. I've lost weight because of my son. So he's not only inspired me, he's inspired others. Why is that important? Because you need to encourage the children so that they could become ambassadors to food power.
Then I said we had some powerful mamas on the front line. Give us some more love, please. Because that's really where the real work is happening in communities and with children, one-to-one, moms to moms, and dads to dads.
The United States Department of Agriculture has proposed, they aren't finalized yet, has proposed updated nutrition standards for all the snack foods and beverages on campus. And based on conversations we've had to date, there are some questions. So what are the standards intended to do? Well, basically, if we had to sum it up, we want to encourage kids to eat healthier foods, and we want to make sure they have limited options to eat less healthy foods. Parenting 101 suggests, and your goddaughter may be the exception to this, with cheese balls versus blueberries. The blueberries still win. But with a lot of kids, if you offer them a cookie and carrot sticks, the cookie may win. But if you offer them carrot sticks or a pear, carrot sticks or pear win. And either way, you're good to go. So the basic rule of parenting is choices within reasonable limits so that all the choices are good choices. They can't make bad choices. And we'd love to set up a school environment that's similar, that kids are able to make choices. It's important to parents that they're able to make choices, that they can feel nourished, but all of those choices are healthy choices, so that we're teaching them to make healthy choices in the context of the school and beyond.
So some of the programs that we do have are through our schools in Brownsville and in East New York. We are working with 35 elementary schools. There's a huge DOE wellness policy, pretty comprehensive actually for a city policy. However, we are clear it's not implemented equitably. And so what we're really doing is providing technical assistance to the schools, working with them to develop wellness councils, school gardens, making sure they get water jets in places, make sure they have healthy food fundraising instead of the bad food fundraising. So there are many local level initiatives that we're doing with schools.
It's been a blessing to be a part of the Food Power Conference, sponsored by Moms Rising, because I see the great work that they're doing, trying to educate as many mothers and women as humanly possible, not just mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, and everyone that they can to talk about the ways in which mothers have to struggle in order to survive in our culture and our communities. I'm honored that they invite me as a male to come in and to support them and be an ally to the work and the message that they're trying to get.
We have the power to do that as moms, as educators, as warriors for food power. And by joining with Moms Rising, we can do that.